Hi, it's Doga with Danielle. How are you all doing today? Keeping cool? Did you get some sunshine? Are you stocked up for the weekend on your barbecues and sunscreen and water? I hope so, because it's meant to continue to be very hot, and we wouldn't want none of you not enjoying this beautiful sunshine. Thinking about the fact that I am coming to the end of this series with you guys. Oh, it's so sad. I was thinking, have we covered everything? Probably not. Yoga has been around for centuries and still continues to evolve. So no, we probably haven't covered everything. But have I encouraged everybody to have at least a little taste of what the power of yoga can do for them? So when I say everybody, I mean yoga is for everybody. It embraces us all. Anyone at any age and any physical or mental capability can create their own practice according to their needs. So I'm going to repeat that. It doesn't matter what age you are, younger, older, or your physical disposition, i.e. maybe a disability of some kind. Yoga is for you. I'd like to share a couple of examples on the power of yoga. So we'll start with the first one being classed as a mental disability. Studies have shown that yoga and its meditative practice in children with ADHD, for example, reported beneficial effects such as reduced hyperactivity, inattention and anxiety, while also improving relationships with friends and family, including better sleep patterns. So I think about 3 years ago, I watched a documentary, I think it was on Channel 4, with regards to ADHD in children, and it was a documentary where they filmed mothers with their children who had been registered with ADHD and were on medication. They took them off the medication and then they gave them the meditative practice, I think once or twice a day, for a period of about 6 to 8 weeks to observe and monitor to see if there were any benefits or side effects to bringing this practice into their lives. The study was overwhelmingly in support of meditation. It really did make a big impact and difference on the majority of those families, and most of them did go on to then continue using their meditation and mindfulness as a tool going forward for their children instead of going back on the medication, which is great. And then there's also yoga teachers who have said that one of the ways they found yoga was because they was introduced to it to help them as a tool with their ADHD as well. So it's definitely something that I think should be looked into more, and hopefully somebody out there hears that and thinks, oh great, that could work for us, and can take that on board. However, if your impairment is due to reduced mobility, perhaps in a wheelchair, even though wheelchair yoga focuses mainly on the upper part of the body to reduce stiffness, special needs experts state that yoga activities make the greatest positive impact on disabled individuals. Yoga is often a meditative and slow process which strengthens blood circulation in the body, which is extremely important if you are sitting down all day in a chair. Mentally, it leads to increased levels of motivation, focus and attention. For some, yoga is psychologically empowering because it requires them to test their abilities, work towards achievable goals and increase their level of functioning. Yoga has also aided bringing back that mind-body connection for them, to the point where some people with disabilities learn to fall in love with their bodies all over again. You see, with yoga, it doesn't matter about whether you can handstand or flex your joints like a contortionist. What matters is that you show up for yourself. When you show up for yourself, you show up for others too, as we've discussed the connection, the union, and how it all just flows through us all. The power of yoga to heal the mind and body has amazed people for centuries and continues to do so. That is why there has been a massive shift in the yoga scene to share the wonder of the practice more and more. Even just in the physical capacity, that no matter how many times a posture is practiced, one slight adjustment can change how you feel within your body, as well as your mind and soul, each time you step on the mat. So you can have done this posture 5 times and you'll have 5 different feelings, emotions, reactions, adjustments to that. Bearing that all in mind, I wanted to make sure that everybody did get a practice of some kind out of this. So today I want to share some movement from a chair, and to give you a visual of what a practice looks like, I will pop a link down below. Maybe you have someone who is chair-bound or is recovering from an operation, possibly an elderly relative who is a bit wobbly. I reckon this would even work for those who are also a bit weak after having maybe a diabetic crisis or just a recovery in general. This practice that I'm going to share with you is with Yoga with Adrienne, who also does yoga for children, the elderly, disabilities, etc. So she has a far-ranging practice to share with everybody, so I felt it was probably the best one to share with you all. So that will be my chat for today with regards to Doga with Danielle. However, I just wanted to add that if you are only just jumping onto this July series with me, Doga with Danielle, or you missed out on June's series last month, Recovery with Ike, you can find those over on the Child of God online platform over on YouTube. Next month, the month of August, is going to be taken over by Simone. Now, Simone is a parent coach, mentor and trainer, and her aim is to direct your aspiration towards achievement. So we are super excited for August, which starts this Saturday, August the 1st. Nearly said July. I better get used to that if it's changing, right? Anyway, so tomorrow will be my last day with you guys, and what shall we do? If you have any questions or comments that you would like me to raise for tomorrow's session, then do leave a comment down below and we'll see if we can cover that for you. Until then, namaste.